Hello grade 1s and 2s, let's learn some more about mammals. Today we're going to go over some things we have already learned, and then we're going to learn about a new family in mammals. So firstly, clickety click, there we go. Mammals that live on land have 4 legs and ears that stick out. Not all of them stick out as much as these elephants, but they're not just holes inside their head. They actually have an ear flap like this, or a big one like this elephant. Mammals have lungs and they breathe air. They have warm blood so they can regulate their own body temperature. They don't rely on the sun. They are covered with fur, at least at some point in their lives, like this panda over here. And they give birth to live young, and they feed their young milk. You get different types of mammals according to what they eat. Some are herbivores, that means they eat only plants. Some are carnivores, that means they eat only meat. And some are omnivores, which means they eat both. We also learned about elephants. We learned different characteristics of elephants and different types. Last week we learned about primates. We learned all about some very interesting things that they can do. And this week we are learning about felines. What are felines? The one you're probably most familiar with is this kitty cat over here, this domestic house cat, is one of the examples of felines from the cat family. A lion is from the cat family, did you know that? And a tiger, leopard, cheetah, they are all from the cat family, and that's what we're talking about today. Let's talk about different parts of a cat. Remember, we don't just mean kitty cats, we mean cats like cat family. We will talk a bit about their claws. Their claws are retracted inside their little hands, their little paws, except when they need them, then they come out. The only exception to that is cheetahs. They use their claws for hunting, climbing, defending themselves in a fight. Cheetahs' claws are always out, but the rest of the cat family, they can pull them in or out. They have paws. We shouldn't really call them feet. We can call them paws. And they walk on their toes. Their back legs are very agile and they act like little shock absorbers so that when they fall, they don't land on hard legs and hurt themselves. Their back legs are very soft and they absorb the shock so that they don't hurt themselves when they fall or when they jump. Okay, at the back of the neck, young cats have loose skin and the moms can pick them up like that. Now, if you look at this picture, you might think, shame, she's hurting him. But she's not. She's picking him up by his loose skin on the back of his neck. We see that this cat has a tail. Cats have tails, and they use them for balance, sometimes even for communication, which means they're telling us a message with their tails. I suppose it's a bit like if a dog wags their tail, you know they're happy. Maybe a cat has a similar thing. They're normally quite long, and they can control them with their muscles. All cats are carnivores. Felines are carnivores. They are meant to kill their prey and tear their meat. And lions usually bring their kills back to their leaders. That's why when a cat goes outside and kills a rat or a mole or a bird, they bring them back to you. They want you to eat some, and then you must give them the rest. Okay, remember that the next time a cat brings you an animal that it's killed, he's actually really being kind. He's sharing with you. Cat bodies are normally long with short legs, and they are very flexible. So they almost always land on their feet. So it helps them to survive falling more than many other land mammals. If you or I were to fall from a height, we'd be in trouble. A cat can land on its feet. Cats, except for cheetahs, see really well in the dark, much better than we do. And their pupils of their eye are elongated, they are long. You know, a typical cat's eye, we always draw them a bit like a slit, a bit slanty. That's why the correct word is actually elongated, so that they can see better in the dark. Cats have really good hearing, and they actually adjust their ears to where the sound is coming from, so you might see them moving a little bit. Their inner ear, inside their ear, is specially adapted to give them really good balance. That's why you can see a cat walking on the edge of a wall without falling off. Cats have really good sense of smell, much better than you or me, but not as good as dogs. They also have whiskers that help them to be aware of their surrounding. The whiskers act like little extra sensors. Their tongue is quite rough because they use it for eating and for washing themselves. You've seen a cat wash themselves with their tongue, hey? And they also have a lovely little voice that makes meowing, purring, hissing, growling, squeaking, grunting, and of course you know, what does a lion do? He roars. So they have really good voices. Okay, let's look at these 5 animals and where they live. First one, what do we call this one over here? A lion. We've got a leopard, a jaguar, a cheetah, and a tiger. Now I'm going to show you a place where these cats, these big cats live. You must guess which one lives where. Okay, your options are lion, jaguar, leopard, cheetah, or tiger. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, this beautiful rock cave in sub-Saharan Africa belongs to a pride of about 30 cats. As the males rest in their cave, the females are on the hunt for food to feed their families. What do we know that lives in a pride? The female version, the girl version, goes out to hunt and bring back the meal. What can it be? Can you guess? A lion, that's right. A lion. Okay, next one. In the dry African savanna, we find the home of Earth's fastest mammal. Do you know an animal that's fast, one of these cats? Sprinting at the speed of 70 miles per hour, he captures his wildebeest prey and settles down for a nice meal. What is a really fast feline, a fast animal from the cat family? Cheetah. Did you guess that? A cheetah is really fast. Number 3. In the swampy woodlands of South America, this cat prowls in search for his food. It's not long before he sees an unsuspecting crocodile and brings it home for a feast. Goodness me. What do you think lives in the swampy woodlands? We've already used the lion and the cheetah. Do you think it's a jaguar, leopard, or tiger? It's a jaguar. Well, I wouldn't like to meet him in the swampy woodlands of South America. Okay, atop the canopy of a shady tree, this large cat overlooks the African grasslands as he finishes off the baboon that he brought home for lunch. While others of his kind are surely nearby, he prefers to eat and live alone. Interesting. This one lives alone, not like a lion who lives in a pride. This particular cat lives alone, or he prefers to live alone. It is a leopard. Did you know that? Very interesting. Okay, last one. If you've been paying attention, you probably can guess what is the last one because it's the only one we haven't used. In the depths of this lush Asian rainforest lurks a 660-pound male cat. That's big. The pattern of his coat makes it easy for him to hide in the tall grass. As he waits for his next meal to cross his path, he cools off in the small pond nearby. What animal, which one of these cat families, lives in Asia, a rainforest? Can you guess? Yes, the tiger. Well done. Wow, aren't cats interesting? There's so many more types than just the kitty cat that we know in our homes. They're all from the cat family, and God has designed them so amazingly to do all these wonderful things. Isn't our God creative? I just loved this lesson. I don't have a cat, but if you have a cat, you should go and find him right now, give him a big cuddle, and examine his interesting eyes, his ears that change direction, see if his claws are in or out, or what he could be telling you with his tail. Okay, have a lovely week, grade 1s and 2s, and enjoy this lesson all about cats.